why are you happy that they didn't name any of the players? Because a lot of the players that you just said about the Astros may not have actually done this.
Well, tough.
You know?
I mean, that provides peer pressure. That means if there is a guy who's clean with Houston, I got to and not just clean, had no idea this was going on. You know, it's one thing not to use this as an aid when you got to the plate, but allowing this to go on when you know it was wrong. As the Astros, even the players who may have not used it, that's wrong too. But I like the idea that the Astro players now get grouped as a unit, and it's not just 2 or 3 guys we can yell and scream about. Furthermore, I know people have moaned and groaned about that. You know what that issue would have been for the commissioner's office if Tony Clark got his hand on this? Clark would have appealed this to no end. This would have taken forever. They got Ryan Braun off a few years ago, if you remember that story, because of that appeal process with the drugs. This would have taken forever to get settled, and Manfred did not want this in the newspapers for 7 months with some arbiter who likes to see all the notoriety he gets. Look how long this Bryant arbitration dopey hearing is taken with the arbiter. So the idea, I think he wanted to stay away from that. He wanted to handle the positions of authority. He did that and then let the Astro players squirm. So I understand other people say, let's name them, let's put them all in some trouble. But in this way, in a lot of ways, it makes it better because now the whole group gets nailed. And so there are going to be some infighting. Hold on now, guys. Why am I getting accused of this? I didn't do this. So that actually causes friction with the franchise.
Chris,
I have no problem with Manfred not telling anybody not telling us who the players were.
How rampant has this been in Major League Baseball? Because it sure seems like as we're watching the games, you and I as fans, about balls, strikes, and where, you know, I'm sitting here every day complaining about the shift and how that's affecting baseball. What's really been affecting baseball is the cheating and who's effective at it and who isn't.
You know, who knows how many teams are doing this, you know, on a day-to-day basis. I did have Terry Francona on yesterday on the TV, and I asked him specifically that very question. He said, Chris, I can't answer for anybody else, but you, on my soul, we do not do this nonsense. And if I saw it, I would have stopped it. I've been around long enough to know that this is not the right thing to do. So take it for what it's worth. I mean, you wouldn't think the Yankees would be doing this because they've been screaming left and right. You wouldn't think the Dodgers are doing this because they obviously down deep are very annoyed. I had Dodger people tell me at the winter meetings, you know, what's my retribution? All I got to listen to is 1988 left and right. What do I get for this 2017 nonsense? So, you know, you like to think it's not rampant in the sport. Your guess is as good as mine. But the most important thing here is that Manfred sent out a message. Guys, you don't think I'm serious with those 2 memorandums I sent out in September of 17 and then the following March, and you embarrass me by basically ignoring them and making me look bad? I'll show you. So now everybody's on notice that if you get nailed with this, you're going to get destroyed. So I agree with you. I can't pinpoint, nobody can, the usage with all the teams for a long period of time, but I'd be shocked if anybody does it now. I really would. Why would you go through that nonsense?
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.